everyone, and welcome to Say Hey podcast. It's where we delve into the minds of geniuses. Okay, so now you mentioned something about the ministry, yeah?
Yes.
Let's talk about what's written on your shirt.
Okay.
Friends in the spirit. And
One,
then
one, one.
111.
111.
All right. Give us an insight into that and what's the story there? What is this thing?
Okay. So Friends in the Spirit 1 is basically it's a online community, Facebook and Messenger. And we're a community of all believers, all faiths, where we believe in respect and acceptance for all people. We feel that we're a community, the Spirit's community, where we're all one. It started, and I don't know the exact date. And I always tell people, if you know the date, let me know. But I don't know, 10 years ago, 11, 12 years ago, what I would do is each day I would receive different reflections, poems, stories, songs from different places, from books, from articles, from websites. And I would put them all together. And then on Friday, I would kind of cut and paste it and I would send it out. And I sent it out to 500 friends. And these were all friends in my 3Ms, right? In my media, music, and ministry friends. So I would send this out 500 every Saturday morning. Is what I did. And people would write back and they would love that and saying, wow, I needed to hear this and thank you. And I would always say, I didn't know that. God knew it. God knew that you needed to hear that at the time. So I did that for a while, but then I felt as though I wanted to expand the ministry and I wanted more people to be aware of it and to enjoy it and to be part of it. So that's when I went on Facebook. When I went on Facebook, I looked up Friends in the Spirit, but that already existed. So then I added the 111, which is kind of a spiritual number if you're into spiritual numbers.
Yeah.
Somebody who's more religious said it could be the Holy Trinity, right? 111.
Yeah.
Mary Joseph.
Yeah.
So I did the same thing on Facebook. I copied and pasted. So it was just words. But I'd get 10, 20 people that were looking at it. So I'm saying, they're not liking this. But when on my ed.luisi page, I had all the Good Morning America pictures and I had videos, and I'd get 200-300 people. So I'm saying, for some reason they like this face. So I started getting the camera and I started doing videos where I was reading the reflections and putting it. And then it started becoming hundreds or so. And then what I did, I joined other Facebook groups, other spiritual and religious groups that had thousands of people. So after I did my message, I put it on my page and then I copy paste and put it on all those other pages. So I got to a point where the reach was 2,000 to 5,000 on a regular basis. Now, technically, you were talking about people don't know technical stuff. I don't know what the reach means. Does the reach mean that it's in your mailbox and maybe you see it for 2 seconds and you delete it? I don't know if they were seeing the whole message or not, but I know the reach was at that large amount.
Yeah.
Then this past year, the whole thing with politics and stuff with Twitter and I don't want to go into politics, but all the craziness, Facebook started editing and started blocking some of my messages. So initially I would do my message and it would take 6 hours to be posted. Then it would take a day, then it would take 2 days, then 4 days. So I'm saying, this isn't right. A friend of mine, Cliff Shipe is his name. He's an author. And he wrote this wonderful book, Cliff Falls, and it's doing really well in the New York Times bestseller list. He recorded an audio book, and we were chit-chatting. He's out in California, I'm in New York. He said, Eddie, he said, you got to do podcasts. He said, because if you do a podcast, people could be cooking, they could be jogging, they could be taking a walk, they could be in the gym, they could be anywhere and put on headphones and listen to your podcast. And he says, that's the way to go. He said, this video, a lot of people don't want to commit the time to watch something for a half hour, an hour. So I stopped the videos because Facebook was giving me problems also. And I started doing podcasts. So I started doing the podcast. But then a few people said, we miss your face. We miss your personality. They liked hearing my voice. But, you see, I'm Italian. I'm using my hands. And I move into the camera and I do this and I do that. So I started doing the videos again, just like what you do. And then I'll put it on YouTube, and then I'll take the audio and I'll put it on the podcast. Um, Honestly, and then I'll just do like a little 3-minute teaser that I put on Facebook,
Yeah.
and I post that. So the 3-minute teaser gets around 600-700 people, and then the YouTube podcast, they only get like 20-30 people. Like, I don't know, where are all you people? Come on. I'm working hard here. And I think you had to post something about, I don't know, 10,000 or 100,000 or
Yeah,
something. So
yeah.
it's like, how do you do it? So give me a little advice while we're here.
Yeah, it's a bit like that when you when you work on a video, you edit it, you're so proud of it, you're happy that with the quality, and then you put it out there on Facebook, and you get 20 views. It's like, really? Come on,
And they're
there's
all your
nothing
relatives.
happening.
It's uncle this and aunt this and this. Come on.
You're forgetting people that have life, no?
Yeah, I remember like when we first started. This is like I think 2 years ago or something. Yeah, no, I think 2 years ago. And we started the first videos, and then I'm so happy. It's like, and they put it on there, and it's like 1 view, and it's probably me.
2 views, your wife.
2 views. It's like, oh, that's her. It's like, God damn it, man.
But honestly, right? Especially if you're doing ministry, right? If you do ministry, if you touch one person, right?
Yes,
You touch one soul, you
that's
can make
right.
one person's day change, right?
Yeah.
And that's all that counts. And
Yes.
when I give my talks, I do like 30 minutes, and I tell people, look, if you can't watch the whole thing, that's great. Or if you watch the whole thing and you don't get it all, that's okay. But if one little subject touched you, or one paragraph, or one sentence, or one word, if that touched you, then I did my job. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah,
tell people
absolutely.
also, it's not about all the social media and YouTube and podcasts, just being out in the street, right?
Yes.
Smiling to your neighbor. If the trash can is out, could you pick it up for them and put it up by their doorway?
Mm.
When you're driving, if somebody's rude to you and they do something, instead of being angry with them, if they cut you off or something, bless them, right? That's what I do. I drive and I'm talking to God and I'm praying and I'm blessing everywhere I go. I bless this, I bless the school, I bless this. So that's part of life also, right? So I know we're talking
Absolutely.
all,
That's true. That's
Good
true.
Morning America and social media, but just, in your own, blessing yourself, right? Taking care of yourself, right? And then from
Yeah.
there, your family
Yeah,
and your
absolutely.
friends, your community, your
Absolutely.
neighbors, your
Absolutely.
church, your job, your
Yeah,
school,
yeah.
strangers, and that's what Friends in the Spirit 111's about. We're open to all faiths, all religions. We bless everybody. We
Mhm.
take different viewpoints, different
Mhm.
prayers, reflections.
Yeah,
I think the majority of the friends majority are Christians. But what I do, I take all these different reflections from various new thought readings that a Christian would never see.
yeah, yeah.
But nothing is insulting. And I pick a theme, and then once I pick that theme, I have different readings from different reflections, and it all makes sense. And I think it opens people's eyes, it opens their heart to see things a little differently.
Yeah.
It's I don't always feel it's a narrow path.
Mm.
Yeah.
Be open and listen. And
Mm.
that's kind of just the way I am right now in my life.